Hello everybody and welcome back to my continuation of my book reading of The Body. Chapter 21, MERRIL. We all jumped in surprise and Vern cried out. He admitted later that he thought just for a second that the voice had come from the dead boy. On the far side of the boggy area where the forest started again and hit the end of the road, MERRIL and Eyeball Chambers stood together. "Hell," Eyeball said. "That's my little brother." Chris was staring at Eyeball with his mouth open. His wet shirt was still tied around his waist. His backpack, darker green now because of the rain, was hanging against his bare back. "You go away, Rich," he said. "We found him." "It doesn't matter. We're going to report him." "No, you're not," I said. I was suddenly angry with them. I was determined that this one time, the older guys weren't going to just take something from the younger ones. They had come in cars. I think that's what made me angrier. After all our hard work, they had come in cars. "There are 4 of us, Eyeball." In answer, Vince Desjardins, Charlie Hogan, and Vern's brother, Billy, stepped through the trees behind Ace and Eyeball. And they were followed by Jack Muggett and Fuzzy Brakowicz. "Here we all are," Ace said, grinning. "So you just... Vern!" Billy Tessio cried in a terrible, accusing voice. "You little worm! You were under the front of the house. You heard us talking." Vern looked frightened. Charlie Hogan supported Billy. "I ought to beat the puke out of you." "Yeah, come on then," Teddy suddenly shouted. His eyes were shining crazily behind his rain-washed glasses. "Come on then. We'll fight you for the body. Come on, you big men." Billy and Charlie stepped forward, but Ace put a hand on their shoulders. "Now listen, you guys," he said patiently, as if we weren't standing in a rainstorm. "There are more of us than there are of you. We're bigger. We'll give you one chance to disappear. I don't care where, just leave." Eyeball laughed, and Fuzzy slapped Ace on the back. "Because we're taking him," Ace smiled gently. "If you go, we'll take him. If you stay, we'll hurt you and then take him. Anyway, Charlie and Billy found him first." "They were pussies," Teddy shouted back. "Vern told us about it. They were too frightened to do anything about it." He copied Charlie Hogan's voice. "It's a pity we stole that car. It's a pity we went back to the back Harlem Road. Oh, Billy, what are we going to do? Oh, Billy, I think I just puked on my shoes." Charlie started forward again. I looked wildly at Ray Brower. He stared calmly up into the rain with one eye. There was still thunder, but the rain was getting lighter. "What do you say, Gordy?" Ace asked. He was holding Charlie lightly by the arm. "You must have at least some of your brother's senses. Tell these guys to go away. I'll let Charlie beat up the one with the glasses a bit. But that's all. What do you say?" He was wrong to mention Danny. Yeah, I wanted to explain that we had really found the body first, since Charlie and Billy hadn't been interested. I wanted to tell him about the train on the bridge, about Milo Pressman and his fearless, stupid dog, about the leeches. I wanted to say, "Come on, Ace, be fair." But he had to mention Danny, and instead of a reasonable argument, what I heard coming out of my mouth was certain death. "Go to hell, Ace," I said. Ace's mouth formed a perfect O of surprise. Everyone on both sides of the bog stared at me in amazement. Then Teddy screamed happily. "That's telling him, Gordy." "Yeah, man." I stood still, unable to believe what I had done. I was like an actor on stage who had just spoken the wrong words. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw that Chris was digging in the bottom of his backpack, but I didn't immediately understand. "Okay," he said softly. "Let's get him. Don't hurt anyone, except the chance boy. I'm going to break both of his arms." And he meant it. They started to walk towards us through the rain. Jackie Mudgett took a knife out of his pocket. Vern and Teddy dropped into fighting position on either side of me. Teddy did so eagerly, Vern with a desperate look on his face. Ace and his gang moved towards us in a line through the mud. The body of Ray Brower lay at our feet. I got ready to fight. And that was when Chris used the gun he had taken from his father's desk. Kablam! God, what a wonderful sound that was. Charlie Hogan jumped up into the air. Ace Merrill, who had been staring straight at me, turned around and looked at Chris. His mouth made that O again. Eyeball looked amazed. "Chris, that's Daddy's gun," he said. "He's really going to hurt you for that." "That's nothing compared to what you'll get," Chris said. His face was horribly pale and his eyes flashed. You all know Charlie and Billy didn't want to come at first. We wouldn't have walked all the way out here if they were going to come. They just went somewhere and puked the story up and let Ace Merrill do all the thinking. His voice rose to a scream. "But you aren't going to get him, do you hear me?" "Now listen," Ace said. "You better put that down before you shoot your foot off. You haven't got the courage to shoot a mouse." He began to walk forward again, smiling the gently smile as he came. "I'm going to make you eat that gun. Ace, if you don't stand still, I'm going to shoot you, I swear to God." "You go to jail," Ace said. He continued to advance. He was still smiling. The rest of us were frozen, watching and waiting. Ace didn't think a 12-year-old boy would shoot him. I thought he was wrong. I thought Chris would shoot Ace before he would let Ace take his father's gun away from him. In those few seconds, I was sure there was going to be bad trouble, the worst I've ever known. Killing trouble, maybe. And all about who would report finding a dead body. Chris said softly with great regret, "Where do you want it, Ace? Arm or leg? I can't decide. You decide for me." And Ace stopped. And that was the end of chapter 21, Ace Merrill. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.